we have seen different types of forms. We have seen fields in a forms. What we will see now is how we can design an application. Now, let's say we'll take the same example as we are using currently. Let me close all this. So we will use the same. Let me disable this filter. I'm no longer using it. Okay, this is my trouble ticketing. We'll design the front end and then we will also design the trouble taking form and then tasks. Okay. Now let's start with that. Now, whenever you are building an application, the first interface you develop is this, the front end. Okay. Now let me go. You know what we have done already? I have added a panel here. This is a panel. Okay. If you right click here, then create a new in the current view, then you will get this panel. Okay. There are multiple panels also. We will see that because this is more of a designing, components. So let us check that. Just let me expand this so you can just drag it here. Okay, so let me just drag here on this also. Sorry, let me go in this database. Okay, now I have here this front end. Yesterday we created some links. We created this new customer, new display view for customer to check the different views of the for that form. Now will create a proper front end. So what I will do here in the front, I'll just add one. So this is my table which will store the trouble ticketing data. Here I will add a panel. This panel I will restrict it here. Okay. Now we can see this has gone to the back end of this one. So what you can do, you can just right click on this. Sorry, not here. Okay. Back. Either this one or this one, when you're selecting, you can see here there isn't this option. Bring it to front or send it to back. So I'll say bring it to front. Then it will be on top of this. Because if you add this in here, it's like this, whenever you are displaying it, it will not display it. Okay. So let me open this. Okay. Now I have to just give this a naming here. Let me align this with this one. Okay, so if you have to align it with a top align, that is here. You can click on this. So you can see here it will bring it to the top alignment. Similarly, if I have to just, let's say I need to remove this space, I need to just align it with this particular component. Then what I can do, I can select this, then select that. Then you can see here this of component size value. I think this is one beyond this one. But this, okay, wait, there's one the other way around. So let me select this one. First of all, wait, let me go back. Let me bring this here. Then I have already aligned the top. Then I will select this. Then I would say, oh, not like this. Can go back by Control Z. Start giving me the alignment border. Okay. Now I'll have aligned it through bottom line. But now if you want to change the properties, you can also do that by going to the properties. This is just dragging, but in case sometimes you will need it, go to the display part. So here, see here in the alignments, you have this left, X, Y, width, height. It is the same thing normally. Width is this one, height is this one. So let's say if I check height of this component, so height is 415. So what I will do, go here. This I think is shorter. So here I think height is 381. I will make it 415. I have already aligned bottom. So what it will do, it will bring it to the in alignment with this one. Then the only thing I have to do is I have just select this one, then I have to top align it. Okay, it's little slow. Now we can see here both of them are of the same height. So you can say similarly define this X and Y components of a any of the designing panel, designing when you are designing a panel, navigation list, anything, you have this alignment here. Width, height, you have then alignment, whether it is you want to keep it left, local. Then X means the horizontal space from this particular component. How much is what is the X? Then if I instead of 170, I'll make it 169. You can see here it is dragging towards the left. Okay, if I make it 165, it is going here. Okay. Similarly, this Y component is this height. Okay, if I make this 111, it will go up. So it will go, it is basically the distance from your Y component. Okay, now let's go here. This is basically the X and Y components of your panel. Let me again see if I can define it. It's not going like this. I think it is taking it from here. Okay, let's keep this as the main component. Let's keep it something like this. Okay, and then let's define this application like this. Now what I will do, I just wanted to put a label here. So you can directly take this Control C, Control V. Okay, then you can bring it. It is very simple. Now we can see I just wanted to left align it. Left alignment. Then I will just select this. I'll change it. I'll change it, change the name, I'll change the display. So instead of header one, I will make this as something else. Like it is required button. So you can see it has changed. Then I would say text is ticket data. I would say trouble tickets. Okay. Then what I'll do, because this is label is justified centrally, I'll change this label. I'll make it to left so that it is more. Again, I will just reduce this space. Okay. Okay, now okay, sorry, I just wanted, let me do one thing. Now this is my main component. This is one way of like adding a label here. Now what I can do is instead of doing this, let me use one more component here. This tab panel. Okay, I will use this as a sub component inside this. Then it will help me in designing the other components. Okay, so let me go here. Let me just drag it here for some time. Okay, now let me drag this table Sorry, not this one. I'll move to first part. Okay, leave that thing. We will not use that. So here, what I will say, I will double click on this. When you double click, it opens up the property. This you already I've already explained you. So I'll click on display. I will say trouble tickets. Okay, so this is my panel or my table which will hold all my trouble tickets. Okay, let me something else. Then this is my second panel where I want to store all my tasks. Okay, so then what I would say tasks, task table. Okay, similarly, then there can be something else you want to store in a ticket. So this will store all my trouble tickets. This will all store my tasks. And from here itself, I can create. Okay. Then now in this panel, this is the complete panel. This is a tab panel. If I want to add a new panel, so I need to go to the properties. So here, if you go here in the panels, you can see here there are already two panels are already added. So what I will do, I will create a new panel called work log. Okay. So as of now, we'll keep it like this one. Okay. So this, it will store all my tickets. Let's say these are all tickets assigned to me. Then here I will add a button. So this I will say create. I will give it a name as new. Okay. So this new will create a new, like if I need to create a new ticket, I would use this button. Then if I want to display my existing record, then what I can say, give it a name here. Display where exactly is this? What is name? UTT. Okay. What you can also do, you can also create some fields here in the bottom, and when the record is being selected, you can display it. That also I will show you. Okay. But let's first of all take this basic thing. Then this task table, it will here what I will do, I will add a new table, and it will display all my related tasks. Okay. So here I would use, click on this form name. I would say OS3. So you can see here this join form is also available. If you want to display data from your join table, that also is available. So let me add some fields from this. We'll add some basic fields, then let's request. Okay. Work log is, now you all know that whenever you're creating tickets, when you're using any application, there's a log being generated. Okay. So that's a basic log we maintain for a ticket. So we also create a table on which we are adding it. So that we will add. So for that, okay, let's not do it as of now. We'll do it later. So this, I need to add a form. So let me save this. First of all, we'll do the other things. Okay, now I have just created some basic design for my front end application where I have some links through which I can open, go to new customer. I can create this new display. Then I can display my tickets. I can create a new ticket. So while creating this new ticket, it will open up this form, not this one, this is join. So it will open up this trouble ticketing form where it is. Okay. Okay, this is the default view of the trouble ticketing. So now let's design this part. Okay, let me go first of all. Okay, what I'll do, I'll also use some core fields for this one. So here I would create new panel. You can also use this collapsible panel, then splinter panel and accordion panel. Let me add one of them, show you. This one, you can also add this. This is like something like this. It will have fields here, then it will have the suppose let me use this. Okay, let me first of all drag these fields here. So this is my ticket ID. Not only this, I have to drag this component here. Okay, let me just you can select all of these fields and then you can drag them. Okay, so let me give it a name. I would say the first one. Double click this display. This is panel first. I would say trouble ticket details. And this one here I would keep all my system fields. Okay, system information. Okay, so then I will add this summary. Now I can drag this also to bring it down so that I'll get more space. You're getting what we are doing, right? Hello.
Yes, Sandeep. Totally. Yes, yes. We are with you only.
Yes. Thank you. So this is just a it takes time to create these things. So I am showing you is a real time example of building an application. So tomorrow, if you're building a custom application, you can it will like basically you'll be only using these components. So there are other components also. They are also the same way. You can drag them, drop them, change the properties. Okay, so this is my ticket
So
ID.
we have few member in our team, like
Mhm.
Utkarsha, and they are very creative. And in the past training also, they used to play a lot around the front end, the colorful.
Okay.
So I'm sure they must be enjoying this because designing is a really exciting part. Whomsoever is artistic, they can bring out the front end like
Yes.
nothing.
Yeah, you
Yes,
can
Pooja, I'm about to add to Sandeep that please tell us also how to add custom CSS to forms.
customs. Yeah, that also. Let me show you that also. Wait. Let me look. Let's okay. Let me say we'll do that. Don't worry. So you can also change the this label color here. It's more of a if you enjoy designing, then you can do it. I actually I built that application for one of the customers long time ago. It was an HR management system. So we built it from scratch, and he told me to come up with some designs for his applications. So what I did actually, I took inspiration from my iPhone. I used because iPhone, the panels in iPhone, they're all curvy panels and all that. So I designed it the same way, and they liked the design. It was very nice. We built. I was leading that project, create a team of developers. Okay, let me just arrange it.
Who
So
are
this
very new to Remedy, it's really excite them. How it changed, like trouble ticketing is blue and now it turns to orange, red or something. Like
yes,
SLA breach table, it turns the coloring on that tracing part. So yeah,
yes.
that's really good.
So now, for example, this summary, I need to make this as a required field. So where I can do it, if I go to database here, by default, it will be optional. So if I click here on required field, automatically you can see here the color will change. So it will go to bold. Then to arrange these fields in, I don't know why it's not allowing me to select this. Okay, let me select it automatically. So you can then look, this is there is one called vertical alignment. This one, it will align the fields vertically. Okay, this also we use. Okay, what I will do now, I think they're already aligned for length. So this one, I will make this as read only so that nobody goes and messes with my request item. Okay, so that can be done. Where exactly it is. Too quickly. Must be this one. Oh no, this is the type field access. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I also, to be very honest with you, I have left this development part long time ago. Now my role is something else, but I still remember my old days. Okay,
Maybe
now
charm of BMC.
yes, yeah, I still love to do developments on this. That's why even for my channel
So
also I have to.
once a developer is always a developer,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, he
So
will always
that
always be
phrase.
this. He will never change. That's right. Okay, now I have done. No, for me, development is like it's a hobby. I love to develop. I have built an application also, automation application, not in Remedy, in Java, but that is just for my own. Okay, so now I have these fields. I have arranged them so you can see here. Now what I will do, I will add my system fields. For example, this create date. Wait, so this one is here. Okay, you need to understand this. We have to add this on the panel. You cannot add it on the outer component. So I haven't dragged it. So that is why it was not allowing me to add feeds. So this is my create date. This is my submitter, short description and modified data. Okay. So what I will do, I'll just arrange them. Here's some. Look, there is one more way of doing it. I'll show you. If you select all of them, let me, sorry, I cannot select. Selected all three. What you can do, just select them, go here in properties, Then it will display this X and Y values that you can change it. For example, this is 36, 33. See, both of them have been dragged to left. So you can do also something like this. Let me rearrange it. Okay. Now create date. I will just arrange it like this. Similarly, I will say modify date, create date. I will align the top. So what it will do, it will bring it in the same line. Then if you align this one and this one as top, it will bring it to this second line. Then I can arrange this one and this one and align them like this. This size label and size value will delete the label and value, spaces, and will align. These components are for alignment, but this is where it will delete the extra part. Okay. So status also I'll add somewhere here. Okay, so let's say now this is done. Okay, we save this. Now also what I want to do, I want to just click a date field. I would say, where is the date field? Date and time field. Okay, I will align this with this field. Start alignment. And then I would say this is as a request date. Request. Okay, now this you will see in every application, any ticketing application. There is a system date, there is a request date. For example, I have requested something 1 day ago, so then I should have a place where I can, track that request. Then we just keep this request date or issue date as a flexible option for end users. Okay, now I have defined this. So this is my trouble ticket summary. Then this is my system information for this ticket. Now what I will do, okay, now let me go back to this. Now we will see how it will look like, okay, from the front end. Then we will also see some other options. So let me click this. Not here. Okay, let me create one active link. This is the name of this one. It is, I would name it as underscore BTN. Okay, and this one I would name as view underscore BTN. That means this is a button. Okay, so I'll create now two active links. One on new button to create, let's say, to open a new trouble ticketing form. So I would say OS3 main console. So here, if you see, let's not take the permission. You're not okay. Add action, open window, then I would open it in first we will say submit mode, then I would select trouble ticketing OS3. So this is trouble ticketing. This we saw yesterday also, right, while designing this. So here you have to define the form view. Sorry, my mouse is not okay. So now if you set this option, it will set the default value from some fields. Okay. So let me save this. Again, the naming convention OS3 OP main console form name. Then you will basically application, then form name, then what you are doing in active open trouble ticket submit mode. Okay, this is one active link. Now I have, okay, well, let me see if I have defined run button. Otherwise, it will not work. So execute option, I will say go to this button. Then I would say no, not TTVN. The naming I am still. What is my main console? Okay, sorry, I haven't saved this. That's why it's not showing me the new name. Now it will show the new one. Okay, I will save this. What I will do, I will save this, save as this active link. Open triple ticket. Here I would say this label. Okay, and this I would change it to view button and in open window. Where exactly is it's here? So I can use two options. Either I can use dialog window or I can use it this display window. Okay, display type is say split window, new. What is it? They have added these two options and said, okay, then let me use this one because we'll not understand with that. Okay, on dialog action open, what I will do, I will map fields values. Okay, let me first of all go here. This is my main console file. This table, I want to send this values. Okay, so what I have here, request ID, request date. Okay, before that, let me save this and then on trouble ticketing, I'll just make some changes because yesterday we just didn't give the exact naming to them fields. For example, this summary is not, even if you change the display name, sometimes the database name will not change. It will remain same as well. Say summary. Here, here I would say details, details. Okay, then you see, we'll make it more realistic. Priority, only one value. We'll say low. Then you can add here as medium. Add only these two values. Okay, as of now. This is priority. Okay, save this. I'll go back to my main console, which is my application console, which displays my data. Go back here. I'll remove all of them. Okay, then I will add them again one by one. Request ID, summary, details, details, priority. Okay, I will add as of now only these things. So again in the column I have to change this. So it was request ID underscore table This one you can double click on this table ID, it will directly take you here. Then it is summary underscore table. Then I would say this is details underscore table. You have priority underscore table. Okay. Now I will open this in dialog view. So here, this is here. Priority. You want to add the value to this. And then it's showing me the still showing me the. Let me not save this. I already created one active link. We'll create it from here itself. It's not displaying me the new values because I just changed it. Okay, main console execute option I need to do, so I will select button, say new button, then in actions add an action which is open window. Okay, I'll go to the dialog, then trouble, sorry, that's 3. And on dialog open, I have just say request ID value not showing. Save this. OS3 main console, then display T. Okay, let's first of all see this form. Okay, and then okay, this evidence come. This table, then we have details. It is details table. Then we have summary. I would say a summary table. Okay. Now what we will do, we'll go here. I have to flush the cache. We need to flush the cache to see the changes. Okay, I have flushed the cache. Let me go and open the main console form. Okay, now this is my data here. So if I select anything, then click on view. Look, it is displaying my data here, right? So see here, summary value 1, summary details value 2, it has displayed it. Okay. Now, but you can see here, yesterday also I showed you this, right? If I again click it, it's displaying it something like this, but I can fix this also. That we will see later. We saw that yesterday. You need to just go to the form section here. Sorry guys, my mouse is stupid now. It's not working. So we have, if we go here in trouble ticketing forms, and if I go here, I think it's no, it's layout. Show actual websites. So you can reduce this. Okay. Bring it here. Then it will reduce the size of that particular view. You can go here, flush the cache. Okay, you refresh it. See here, it has changed it. No, okay, it's not displaying the. It's only displaying the data. Now let me go here. Okay, I don't know. It's maybe there are two activities created. Okay, no, so let's ignore it. So let me click here on new. Now this is a new mode of my ticket. Now see here, the when I make changes, it is displaying something like this. Okay, so I would say issue with my laptop. Lap. Oh, I think. Okay. Your go customer is Roger and save this. Go and search this record. See here, this all is in capture automatically here. System details. And now, similarly in my task also, the task has been, it is displaying all my tasks. And in work log, I can add my work logs. I can do these operations. Now, okay, let's move on to the important part. Okay, there was a question raised regarding the this one. I think you wanted to know how you can do the CSS, right? So CSS you can define here. I think it's somewhere here in the properties. You can do this for character fields. So this character fields, there are options by default given by Remedy where you can change the style of this field. For example, if show you, sorry, if you go to this color section, you can change the label text color of this field. Okay, that can be done here, but this is just the basic coloring you can set. Okay, you can change the color as per your requirement. You can change it by default. It will go to blank again. Say custom, so you can define your custom colors here if you want to define it. Then you can add it here. Okay, it will display something like. But now there is one more option called CSS. That is somewhere here. Even I have to check it. You can go. Okay, this is for the fonts. You can define the fonts of your particular field. So header one is always bigger. It will show you the bigger font. But if you want, it's again up to you how you want to display. By default, it will display something like this. The normal behavior. Okay. So let me go to the properties. Yeah, here you can see This custom CSS style is here. So whenever you want to put any custom CSS for this field, you can use this field. So you have to get that custom CSS for a field. I don't know whether it will work, but let me. Do you have any custom CSS with you? And I can, if you have anything, then I can use it directly. Change color. Let me see. I can if I can get some custom CSS text. See if it is. This part. Let me remove this part. Then we have this setting. I think we are using only. I think we can only use this component. Let me try this. We have to use. I haven't used it, but we can directly use custom style here. It will give the different look and feel for the field as per that styling. I think I haven't. It's only not. It's not copied. So let's use this component only. Giving me box here. Wait. Let me check this. Okay, let me go here. Sorry, not. I'll go to the application. I have to refresh. It is not reflected. No, maybe there is some issue with the tag which we have added, but this is the place where you do the custom. See, I have done it earlier for some customer, but it was a long time ago. Here you can add that CS. I'll check this. Okay, I'll show you. But here, if you add this CSV, you can add it here, or I think there is one more option where you can just create a CSV file and then give a location. I will check this. Okay, I'll check this and I'll let you know on this. Fine.
Yeah. Okay,
I'll,
Sandeep.
I'll take a note. Two things we have to check. One is today's note we have is one is view form integration, right? I need to showcase one. Second is the custom CSS style. Okay, let's go back. Okay, now wait, wait. Okay, now I have defined the basic field. Let's design this customer team field. Okay, let me see which other forms we have. This vertical navigation we have already seen, right? So there is a this application list. Have I shown you? I think I have already shown you this application list, right? This is one more important component, right? This
Yes, Sandeep, you have showed in first session itself when
okay,
there was an application list. Yeah.
yes, yeah. So you can if you use it, it will display you all the applications of. If I use it in any form, it will display all the applications from the from your system. But if you want to display custom applications, then you have to use you have to use a field with a particular number, which is 1565. Then in that field, you will put the value of the application dot the name of the application. Then it will only display that particular application which is there in that field. So you can use it. Okay. Now let's move on to the other part. Let me show you what else I have. Okay, these are all look basic fields. Character field you can use to store characters. Diary field is a log field. Have you ever used this? This diary field, if you use it, it creates a log of that particular field. Whenever you are using, for example, a diary field, so you can also trace back what changes were done on that particular field. So suppose if I add some records here on this, let's say I will say let me use it here. Okay, call it customer log. Okay, let's call it a basic log. Give it a class. Let's see now what else fields we have here. Current view. Date and time we have
So,
seen. Date is only,
Sandeep,
yes. Yeah,
a
yeah.
diary field basically captures paragraph, or is it like that?
Yeah, it can capture a normal paragraph, normal text it can capture, but there is a how it
Okay.
displays it. I'll show you. Okay, how it came. We will
Okay.
see it in the. Okay, we'll see it. I just wanted to see if I have shown you all the fields which we have used. Okay, now wait. These all we have captured. You can check they are all same. Tab panel we have seen, collapsible panel we have seen, split panel we have sorry, accordion panel we have seen, split panel is something. These are all similar. Okay, so it is Whenever you are practicing, you can open it and see it. It is the same as tab number. The look and feel is a little different. We have seen result list. We have seen alert list. Tables we have already seen. Vertical navigation, horizontal navigation, application list. The only thing I think we haven't seen is view and data visualization, right? These two we haven't seen. So this I will show you. These are all other fields: trim box, trim text, vertical line, horizontal. These are all for designing the application. Where if you want to if where you want to have an horizontal line, you can add this. So it will create a simple horizontal line here, something like this. When you design an application, you use certain components just to increase the look and feel of the application. So these are just basic fields. Okay, those fields. Let us first of all see this field, which is customer log. Okay, we go here because this is important. So let me go here. What's the catch? Okay, let me see if it opens. Okay, it will open up, but it will open up in a dialog mode. See here. So what we will do, we will open this in new mode for us to understand it. Okay, I'll just create a new request. Sorry, I think I have already shown this field. Wait a second. Let's go back to the internet. Okay, this is a different view. So look, I created this in another view. So here in this view, it has what's taking me. Let me just arrange these fields here in the main view. Okay, so what I will do. You can drag them, then it will increase the length of logos. So you can just vertically align them. I'll just align these fields. Let me go back here. So let me flash the cache. Okay, now let me create a new request. So let's say Matthews. I'm just adding some text to it. Okay. Now, if you open this one here, if you see, this is a history, okay, which has been added here. Now, if I go here, make some changes, then I say changed. Save it. Now you can see it will maintain this history of the particular field. So it is used to create a diary or a log of what I have updated. Okay, this is this is the use of the diary field. So whenever suppose you are somebody is updating it, you can create a trace the changes. Here I have edited manually. You can do it through workflows. You can add to this diary field that this customer made these changes. Okay, that you can do it through this field. Any questions up till now? Are we getting any anything you want to or you didn't understand you want to discuss?
All good.
Okay. Now let me show you on this data visualization and view field. So wizard feeds a little data visualization is fine. It is just the basic field. They are used in advanced developments when you want to display something from a different system. Then we use it. So let me do one thing. I'll create one display only form, and here I will add one. Right click. I would say data visualization. Okay. Now I'll just take it as an example. So right click, it will add a data. If you double click on this, it will open up the properties. But there's a very key thing on the properties. So you can see here, if you go to this model type, so what options we have for this data visualization feed is this. You can use it as a visualizer, as a flashboard, as a atrium widget, as a dashboard plugin. So there are a lot of things you can use it to display. You can also use this as a task viewer. Now, if I use it as a flashboard, you go here. Okay, then I can, if you go to the definition name here, then it will display me all the flashboards which I have configured up till now. So for example, I have this AR group application pending requests or CI events. It will not have anything, but it will uh, this one will also not have anything. Okay, let's say this ASTC. These are all flashboards created in the system. Then I think it says we have to log in. So let me just save this OS3 OP data visualization. Visualization. Okay. Just save this. So I have to just let me give it a simpler name. I have to type it. So let me go here. I would say OS3. Okay, now let me go here and I will display this. I will put OS3 copy data week. Let's see what will it will bring for us. Okay, it is bringing something in different language, but it is actually displaying us the data which we wanted. Now, what I can do also is let me change this, displaying it because that maybe that locale of that particular dashboard was set to. Oops. Let me change this to something else. But you got to know what exactly this will display, right? So currently it is displaying this flashboard. Then we have to flush the cache. So the data visualization basically is mainly used to display the flashboards. Okay, so this is how it will display it. But it is not only flashboards which you can display through it. You can display multiple things with it. If you go here, as I said, you can also display reports. If you have a report, for example, let me select it. Once you select something in the mode tab, then in the definition name, it will give you the list which is available for you. Let's say this is a sample class instance. This is a report. Okay. So it is like, now what we will do, let me do one thing. Let me go to my application, trouble ticketing. I have already created a trouble tickets. So we have multiple, we have around 4 5 tickets. Let me change the priority to medium. What I will do, I will display, I'll create a report where I want to display the report based on the priority. Okay. So then what I will do, I will just select, I'll click on reports. I'll create a custom report. Here, I would say web report. Then I would say OS3 colon open display TT underscore. That means I have just segregated it on based on priority. Okay, see what it will do. I'll just created a web report. So by default it does, and just let me add status priority summary. And then here what I will do, instead of this list, I will say chart plus list. Okay, in the chart options, I will say it's a bar chart. Then field on based on which I want to define the chart is priority. Aggregation, I would say count. Fields, I would say priority. Okay, now let me preview this. There is some issue with this one here in the console. It's not displaying the data. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me save this. Okay, now let me go back to my system. So here, let me see if it has got my report which I have added. So now let me go to the display, and in the display section, I would click here. Let's see if I have got my reports. Sorry, it was there, right? Oh, that's open. Override. Okay, yeah, this is my report. Okay, there is some issue with it. Okay, well, let me check. Mr. Can see my, sorry, yeah, let me do application. Think there is some issue with this report itself, but it is displaying it. Okay, let me check this. The properties. Okay, let me save this. I think it will display. Should display now. Yeah, that's the connection. We need to reload the chart. Okay. Yep. This is okay. No, I don't know. I've saved this. Okay. Let me log out. This is already there. Let me reload them. I hope this works now. Okay. And then data we have. If wait, the problem is with not the field. The problem is with my report. Just all the details. So, okay. Let me open my report. What I can do, I can create one. I think it is taking, there is an issue with that server. This is B. We create an AR system report and then let's. So here I would add troubleshooting ID. I would add summary. So you know this, there are two types of reports you can create. Normally we don't use this for heavy reporting, but it is used. Earlier we were using it. One is a web report, the other one is a uh, this AR system report. Start date, add after. Then I would add priority. So let me try this one. If it this one is other one is giving us trouble, I don't know. Maybe there is an issue with that. So this one I have just created report. Let's see if it is displaying. There is some problem with this. Okay, let me go back to my system, to my field. Then here I'll change this to okay, I haven't selected me S3. Not flashboards and select reports. See. Um, we'll try this again. If it is, okay, let's see if it is displaying it. Okay, caching, flush it. Not maybe it's displaying this. Let me try the other report. Yeah, this one it is displaying. Okay, now
Are they still utilizing the flashboard component, the reports and all?
reports you can use, but flashboards no. Flashboards they have stopped. That's why I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, see here, this is how you use the data visualization field. So sometimes if you want to display the report on your system, then that is the, from the naming itself, this field says that data visualization means you can visualize the data. So you can also create multiple reports. There are also plugins you can use it. I have already showcased you. You can use some plugins. For example, if you see in incident, if I go here, it is using the data visualization. Let me go here. That HPD form which we had opened. This one also uses here. If you click on that the details section, then it is displaying the data using the data visualization. So that also is a visualization photo. If you see here, if you open any of the incident, so here you can see here it is displaying something in this. This is in table, but it is using the visualization fields to display some of the data. So this is the main use of the field is to just to display the data. But when you will start using more, then you will understand what exactly this is. Now, with this data visualization, we have one more field called view. View field is very important. It is an advanced field used in BMC Remedy. We cannot cover everything on this, but what I will do, I'll just show you the basic usage. Look, this view field will help you in displaying. It will help you in displaying the data. Okay, that's the only use. But with this field, what you can do also, you can display data from multiple sources, from external systems. You can use a, let's say you want to display a website, you can display it inside this field. It uses an HTML. If I put some, let me see if I can get some. Let's use the same code. So directly if it will work. See. Go here in the text component and paste it. See, so you can display every area. And one more thing, you can use this, let's say, okay, let me go to this trouble ticketing. Okay, let's go to this. We create a view field here. So what I will do in the view field, I will say in the display, I go back here in the text. And just copy the same code and let's see if I can do something. Okay, I don't want to display this heading. Instead, I want to display something else. So I don't know if it will use the can use table field, but let's see. It normally uses a character field, but let's try this. Go down to no, here it will not display the data. Let's try this one, then we will use it in the other statement. Say OS3 main console to write a workflow to refresh. Cannot display. OS3 console options. We'll go to the So, we have to do this. So what I'll do, I'll just create one. I'll just because what I showed you earlier was this is a static value. You can set some values on that and it will display. So, but we will use this character view field. We'll use a character field. We'll set value from this field to this field, and then let's see what it will display. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Let me remove the existing here. Okay, and then in active links, I'll say add action, then add action, set field, go down. This is view field, and here I would set the view field values. Sorry. Sorry. So, new values. Okay. Now let me go here. Flush the cache. I'll go back to the main form. You refresh this. Okay. I think somehow it's creating some issues. Do one thing, then we'll should display this value. I don't know why it is not displaying. And now it's the basic still this active link is not executed. Okay, sorry, I haven't saved this. Maybe no, I just let me add one button here. So we'll add one button and see. You can name as display view data. Maybe Okay, let me move this to workflow section. So here, if you want to move any field, just crashed my application. Okay, let me remove this test. Then I'll move this, this, and this. Crash, crashing the application itself. I'm trying to move on. Anyways, let me do one thing. I'll use my display only for this, this, and this. So let's use the same. Delete this, and then I will keep it here. Let's remove this data visualization. We'll use this display. Okay, then I will also copy the same view field onto here. Write one. Before this, I have to just save this. Okay, then I will create one active link. This thing, it is this form data move form. Execute options is that button. Open this button. Then I will right click this at a set field action. That will add this view field values with characters. OS3 OP. OS3 OP. Data. Okay. Now let me go back here. You refresh the cache. Okay. Let me list. You see here it is displaying it. I think there was some issue with the earlier ones. Let me control. See here you can display, you know, external data here in the in this visual. Now I can also use my current fields. So let me do one thing. Okay, let me go here. Let me create this field. Let me give it a name as summary. Okay. Fine. Let me go back, flush the cache. Okay, now I flush the cache. Let me come here, refresh this. So anything I place here, it will put it here. Now, instead of this one, what I will do, let me copy this code, paste this one here. So currently it is displaying my first name, last name. Then what I will do, I will say here in the form, I will display someone, yes. So now if I display this, so it is displaying some values here. So, okay, the main point here is that you can also display field values here in the view field. So if you use a template, which is there's a form called template. So from there also you can define these fields and then you can define the views here. That's the main point, but it is not currently displaying it. Maybe this is display only form. But let me retry it. Okay, so instead of this one, it's on the this way. Saying no, it's not changing it, but ideally, if you use a template field, it will display it. This I will again take an example on this. Okay, but normal understanding of the field you have understood, right? I will show you the advanced level. I didn't you know checked it. Wait. So even if here, if no, not here, you can also display website here. I don't know whether this will display this google.com, but ideally you can also display it. It will change it. It will not here, sorry, not here. Here itself in the changes, if you put some display type, you have to use a template to display that website. But here also, if you want to use, you can use any website also which will be displayed here. Like basically, the main purpose of this field is to display the external data. Okay, it can be an HTML, it can be any other thing. You can display it itself, from the system, and also it will you can display the values from the existing system. This I will take a note. I'll show you an advanced version of this. Okay, I have to just prepare this advanced view field display properties. This I will show you. Okay, please. I think we have already running out of time, so we are all. But today's session is completed. We have seen the designing of the form fields. Then all fields which are available in Remedy, we have seen how to use them. The only part which was left was this one, the view field, where I will want to show you that advanced part as well. So that I will show you. But the basic operations you have seen for the view field, right?